Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Natural Order Elves in Timeless format. So last time we took a look at another tribal deck, Merfolk, that was utilizing 4 copies of Chalice of the Void, but I believe this is probably going to be a better Chalice of the Void deck compared to the Merfolk, because not only do we get to play with 4 copies of Caverns of Souls, but we also get to play with 4 copies of Elves Shepherd, which says green spells cannot be countered, which also makes Natural Order uncounterable as well if you have the Elves Shepherd on the battlefield. And basically the Natural Order is going to be tutoring for Craterhoof Behemoth in this deck to close out the game, or if opponent does have some pesky enchantment that is preventing you from winning the game, you can also tutor for Titan of Industry, or if opponent does have some protection spells such as 9 lives or the One Ring, you can also tutor for a Questing Beast as well, which says the combat damage that would be dealt by the creatures you control cannot be prevented. So having said that, we're going to be jumping into some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay, this is too slow, right? That's much better. And we also have a Cavern. Pretty nice. Elf, please. Mount Doom. Hopeless Nightmare. Interesting. We could potentially lock them out of playing the game. Potentially. Okay, light up the stage. That's going to get countered. Eidolon. We want actually 1 more mana. So that we can cast a Questing Beast. We go to 6. Stop, opponent. They're just constantly chaining. How are they doing that? So we need a land. We found a land. They also go to 7. Pretty close game. Pretty close game. If these aren't like 1 mana cards, like I think we have this. Just kind of hoping they are 1 mana cards. Nice! Wow, we actually did it. Do we want any sideboard cards? Enchantment. They also got a Kumano as well, so Terra Sunder is going to be pretty good. I think the Shepherd can go in this matchup. I don't like to see that. I want to see Natural Order. Also, Chalice without Shepherd that we cut, or the land is kind of bad, right? This one's much better. Okay, Kumano. Ooh, Natural Order. That's what I'm talking about. I'm kind of gonna do the same thing here. Wow, they just played it out, huh? Yeah, I'm just going to play out Chalice. Hoping I just Natural Order next turn. I'm kind of hoping like most of their burn spells are 1-mana cards. Like that. Mount Doom. Nice. I think we have this. Let's grab Titan. Gain life. Create a Rhino. Yeah. How are you gonna kill Titan? With the Chalice up. How are you gonna kill Titan? Can they kill this? It's 5 damage. They have to deal another 5 somehow. But like potentially 2 cards. Oh wow, Molten Collapse. Okay, they definitely got me there. Please don't kill me. Okay. Okay, I guess I should have maybe... No, the shield counter wouldn't have done anything, right? I think we just go again. Yeah, maybe I should have killed the enchantment. pick the destroy enchantment option instead of making a 4/4. But I think it's about the same. I mean, if they have a Molten Collapse. Tear Asunder. Why is this Crater Hoof always in my opening hand? Go away. Keeping the Chalice for future Molten Collapse. I should still fire off Once Upon a Time for a 1 mana card, right? He somehow missed everything. Just gonna grab a forest because it hurts. I mean, the Chalice has been pretty nice. That's a pretty good one. Just gonna crack it now. I might just go Chalice again. Chalice. How do they always have this? Natural Order. Okay, well, do you want to kill my Chalice or get hit by a Natural Order? Pick your poison, opponent. No blocks. Okay, so they want to lose to Natural Order instead. And then we grab a Titan. Yeah, like how do you beat a Titan? Ooh. What does a Giganta mean though? Probably like domain. Thinking domain here. Deathrite Shaman. Okay, we're flooding quite a bit. Which is not ideal. Also a really slow start, right? Really slow start. Shake my head. Shake my head. So there's only 11 lands left in the deck. 11. That's a lot of Deathrite Shamans. That is quite a lot. Wow, what a top deck. What a top deck that was. Wow. Impressive opponent. Okay, let's try to chain off here. Nice. Leave Crown Visionary. What a card. What a freaking card. There's one more land. Actually, they have a lot in their arsenal. We actually have to win next turn. Funny enough. Yeah, we actually have to win next turn, huh? Speaking of winning. Speaking of winning. Easy game. Okay, so Thought Seizes, Ragavan, Lightning Bolt. It's 4 colors. I'd imagine they're also playing Kavu maybe. I'm gonna bring some Freyalies. Bolt. Funny enough, like Veil is really good against Thoughtseize, but I don't think they're gonna have Thoughtseize. Like they shouldn't. Like they really shouldn't. Let me just go down on Craterhoof and a Shepherd. Nice. Same start. Oh, please. Can you play another fetch land? That is so unfortunate. It's crazy. I cannot believe they actually were able to get a land into a 1-mana spell. You have to be kidding me. My opponent is hacking. My opponent is officially hacking. Graph Digger's Cage. Wait, what? Why would you get rid of that? Nice. Okay. It's time. Actually, that Deathrite Shaman is quite annoying, isn't it? We can't actually, yeah, so what's gonna happen is they're just going to eat it with the Deathrite Shaman. We still want to eat the land here because they're stuck on land, so we don't want them to actually use that to actually play some cards on their turn. Two or one? One means that we don't get like Fatal Pushed or Thought Seized. Has to be one, right? So we don't get Thoughtseize, so we can play the Titan out if we get a land. Okay, they have a Bowmaster. Right on. I wonder if this is a bait. It probably is a bait, but just gonna go with the flow. I mean, they're at 8. Payback for eating my land. Wow, they shock. That's insane.
King, wild and sovereign and free. Surely you
That
see
is
the humor here.
pretty annoying, but there it is, there it is. We got the time down. Nice. One lander. I think that's a mulligan. That's a lot better. What hill? Okay, Rakdos. That sucks. Does the Rakdos Breach deck normally run a Thoughtseize in the main deck? Okay, Bobble. Probably themselves. I'd imagine this is like an Orcish Bowmaster, probably. I do want to run the Chalice out before I run out the Elvish Warmaster. Okay. They're just going to bobble with the Loris. I want a Chalice now because they probably have a lot of 1-mana spells, plus their combo revolves around Dark Ritualing multiple times. And most of their removal spells should be a 0-mana card. A 1-mana card. They don't want to fix their draw? Whoa, they just surrendered. That must be a land. Okay, Breach deck. Breach deck. We want some ley lines, obviously. Do I want some like Terra Sunder? Probably not. I probably want some Freyleys actually. But that's a lot of cards. Maybe I go down on Behemoth, questing Beast, since they don't play the One Ring. Probably Llanowar Elf. Maybe not 3 Freyleys and 2 Leaf Crown Visionary. This card is not very good against Orcish Bowmaster anyways, so maybe something like this. Leyline. It's a pretty risky keep though. But let's try that out. Whoa! It's just gonna be like that? Wow. Okay. We can get a land with the Once Upon a Time. The second Once Upon a Time, kinda sus. Kinda sus if you ask me. Cavern, actually goated. Might have actually messed up. Okay. This is actually an interesting turn. I could Chalice, but I feel like they have a lot of counterspell. Okay, memory lapse. Fantastic. Chalice for 1. What are you gonna do? You're gonna stifle my Chalice? Easy game. Can't be countered. Wombo combo. That is actually pretty sick. So how are they gonna beat a Chalice? They probably have a lot of 1-drops. Rexus. Wait, what? Okay. 3, 4, 5. I have 5 mana? I guess we're just playing... grabbing a Leaf Crown. There's only 1 land in the graveyard, so it's probably better to play the Mystic. This spell can't be countered. Actually, I want to do it next turn. What a card. Okay. Well, I know what they're playing now. Probably like Grixis Wizards? Maybe? So Freyleys is actually gonna be bad. Veil of Summer doesn't stop Tishana from countering activate abilities. And they're gonna have bolts and stuff, right? Maybe Tyrannex Rex. We'll cut a Crater Hoof. Fantastic. Fantastic. Also, by the way, I think they have a Stifle. So if I see a blue untapped land, I guess we can't ever use this. Or maybe until later. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Let's see what they grab. And shock. Thoughtseize. I don't think they're gonna be grabbing Once Upon a Time, but it's a possibility, so. What do you take? Chalice? Or Natural Order? They took away the Mystic! What? What? What is this? We got another Chalice. Oh, please? How did they know that we were gonna draw another Natural Order? How's that happen? Spire Bluff Canal. Should I Chalice again for 1? I wonder. Just as a protection, if they have another, like, removal spell for this. Bowmaster. Okay. We just don't want to see another Bowmaster. Molten Collapse. Not even gonna attack. Since they have a Tishana's Tidebinder, let's just crack it now. Also, in case they have a Blood Moon. I don't think they will, but it's definitely a possibility, right? Man, this Natural Order, we drew 2 of them. Okay, they got rid of 1 of them. This Orcish Bowmaster. Oh my god. Orcish Bowmaster and a Dream. I'd be happy with anything, to be honest. I'd be kind of happy with anything. Okay, I did say I was happy with anything, but another land is definitely a no-no. We've drawn half my land base. There's only 9 lands left in the deck. And we've drawn 18 cards. Okay. Archdruid. I would have been happier with a 2-mana card or a 1-mana card. Okay. I'm actually not going to sacrifice. Obviously, they have a counter spell, right? That much is obvious. You know, I'm just waiting for the right moment. Dig through time. That is a pretty expensive dig through time. That is a very expensive dig through time. And a brainstorm, which gets countered. So we are set. They can't spell pierce us. I mean, not that they would have a spell pierce against an elf deck. What do we grab? Tyrannix? Am I grabbing a Tyrannix? I can't believe we drew another land, by the way. There's only 6 lands. Like, just... What? What's going on here? So, do we sacrifice this Tyrannix Rex? I mean, it has Ward 4. Surely not, right? I can't believe it. How do we draw this many lands? There's only 6 lands. There's only 6 lands. Okay, Tidebinder. I feel like it should be over. I feel like it should be over. But I'm just double checking. Triple checking. GG's. How's this deck winning? We're 5-1, only losing to Yogg, which is like our worst matchup. All right, so played 6 games. We went 5-1, only losing to Yogg. That's literally like a lopsided matchup. It's almost impossible to win because they're trying to natural order as well, right? You know, they got better creatures. They have second win con with the Yagmoth, so a little bit unfortunate getting matched up against Yogg, since Yogg is also kind of a rare deck. But the benefit of being able to playing the Elves instead of Yogg playing the natural order is that you get to play with 4 copies of Chalice of the Void, which is kind of insane against a lot of the decks at the moment. It sometimes just automatically wins. So basically playing this over the Yogg means that you're choosing to play the Chalice of the Void. The Chalice plus the Shepherd combo didn't come up, but Chalice with Cavern of Souls actually came out quite often. And honestly, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And as for our like creature choice, there was one time we actually won a game because we had a questing beast in our deck. This is for the One Ring matchup, so that you can tutor with the natural order. But against mono red, when they had an Eidolon, it actually helped us win a game since they couldn't play the game with Chalice, and I was able to close it out with the questing druid. And Titan actually came up quite often. I would normally I natural ordered for Titan a few times and actually won us the game multiple times because we were low on life. We gained some life, made 4/4s. Pretty good. And obviously the Crater Hoof. Can't really tell whether playing 2 Crater Hoof is right. I mean, we are an Elf Ball deck, right? We want to Crater Hoof Behemoth and win the game most of the times. I'm just afraid of drawing this card. That's why I'm playing 2 copies of it, so that we always have a target for natural order. I mean, the format is pretty fast, so let's kind of talk about the bad things too. So I'm really not a fan of this Leaf Crown Visionary. I think this card was kind of mediocre. This is an Orcish Bowmaster format. I don't think we can play Elvish Visionary, but I think we could even consider Sky Shroud Lookout, which might be better Visionary in this deck. So maybe like 4 copies here and take out the Leaf Crown Visionary. I was also not very impressed with Once Upon a Time. Maybe you go down on Once Upon a Time and go up to like a copy of a Llanowar Elf and play a copy of a Forest instead. So like if I were to play this deck again, I would do something like this, right? I would do something like this. Might even like bring some Freyleys in, but generally I'm quite happy with the deck. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. And if you did, as always, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.